Hello, happy Monday, guys. I'm coming to y'all from my kitchen with my smoothie, which I made. This is the smoothie that I put on y'all's recipe today. Mine's a little bit more blue because the berry mixture that I used is blueberries and blackberry prevalent instead of strawberries, but all kind of berries, any kind of berries will do. So, today's training is on fiber and balancing blood sugar, but I did want to chat about a couple of things first. So, today, December 12th, I am officially opening my New Year's coaching session for registration. So today I will be announcing, I already emailed out this morning, that today my registration is officially open for my New Year's round, which will be January 2nd. And the first 20 people who register for my January 2nd round are going to get a extra workshop webinar with me on the Sunday before we start. It'll just be for the first 20, and those people are going to get a free webinar, free workshop. It's going to be Q&A style where we kind of talk about your personal struggles, do a Q&A session where you can ask me questions about the program as far as getting started the next day, and it's going to be really good. So first 20. So if you are a VIP member, you actually are going to be getting a 6-week refresher course on starting on January 2nd, where you're going to get to go through the entire 6 weeks all over again. And the really exciting thing and the real value for you there is that I am completely revamping my 6 weeks. So if you have done my 6-week program before, if you are currently in VIP, or if you've never done it before, I am revamping it right now. Lana, who is like my right-hand gal in my business, is here. She's in my living room right now. She is here for 2 days, and we have just been working away like from morning till night to revamp what you're learning. I'm revamping my training videos. I'm revamping my weekly meal guides. The 6 weeks is going to be completely revamped, and that's starting January 2nd. VIP members are going to get to go through that starting January 2nd as VIP. And my new clients will get to go through that starting January 2nd as well. So really, really excited about that. Registration opens today. First 20 are going to get that free workshop. And other news, if you are not a current client or a current VIP client doing this challenge, I sent you an email last night to take my health consult. So this is going to be a health consult form where you answer some questions so that I can get a better idea of your goals, your struggles, kind of what you've tried before, so that we can chat a little bit more about, maybe areas to improve, things that I see, and maybe reasons I see why things aren't working for you. So check your email. If you do not see my email, make sure you check your junk. You got this if you are not a current client, because if you are a current client, you don't need to take a health consult because you're already working with me and you've already gotten kind of a deeper dive into your health through like the assessment form you took when you signed up as a client. So moving on into our training today, which is going to be all about fiber, balancing blood sugar, and we're going to talk about inflammation. So let's first start with fiber. So your challenge today was to eat more fiber. What I really like to see people do is eat 25 to 30 grams of fiber in a day. Fiber, and this is in food form, not like a scoop of Metamucil in your morning, whatever you drink. So fiber is found in berries. So things like blueberries, raspberries, blackberries, strawberries. You can find fiber in bananas and apples. You can find fiber in chia seeds. That's one of my favorite ways to get it. You will find fiber in leafy greens, cruciferous vegetables. You will find fiber in avocados. Those are pistachios, nuts have a good amount of fiber. So you will find fiber in lots of different things like that, all those whole food sources. I try to shoot for 5 to 6 grams of fiber at each meal. My total fiber goal daily Obviously 25 is like my absolute minimum, but I personally try to shoot for 40 plus grams of fiber in a day. Now, fiber not only helps keep you regular, going to the bathroom every day, the other thing fiber does for you is fiber is going to help with your blood sugar stabilization. Blood sugar is not something that you should be paying attention to only if you are diabetic. And I know that's what a lot of us think, like, oh, like you should be like managing your blood sugar if you have diabetes. Everybody should work to manage your blood sugar. And the way that you help manage your blood sugar is by eating balanced meals. Balanced meals are going to incorporate protein, fat, carbohydrates, and fiber. So there's not really you can't really eat too much fiber. Now, if you go from 0 to 50 grams of fiber in a day, you might have a stomach ache, so slowly work your way up to it. But the more fiber, the better. Fibrous foods are very good for you, and you definitely want to have a lot of those in your daily diet. So I gave y'all a smoothie recipe today, which has 18 grams of fiber in it. I actually made it. It's so good. Fruity, tastes like berries, has so much fiber in it. Now, I love this smoothie because, if I'm planning other meals during the day that maybe don't have quite as much fiber, maybe like a meal that only has 2 grams of fiber, this can kind of help me make up for that. It helps me get a good jump start on the day. Fiber, 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 guys. Okay, so let's talk about balancing blood sugar a little bit further. So the best way to balance your blood sugar, especially that first meal of the day, you want to have a very healthy portion of fats and protein paired with fiber. You can have carbohydrates with your breakfast, and I would recommend eating carbohydrates with your breakfast, but you want to make sure that your protein is very high. I would say 30 grams on average in your breakfast meal, in every meal, 30 grams on average, but especially at breakfast because that really sets your blood sugar for the day. What happens when you don't eat protein and fat with every meal, and maybe you just eat something super carby, like let's say you have a blueberry muffin for breakfast, or let's say you grab a cinnamon roll off the tray or a biscuit, or let's just say that you grab a protein bar or granola bar out of the thing, or maybe you just have a banana. Bananas are healthy, right? What happens when you eat carbs like that, naked carbs for snacks, for breakfast, is your blood sugar shoots up and spikes. And if you are spiking your blood sugar multiple times during the day, your blood sugar is on a roller coaster. Our blood sugar manages our cravings. Our blood sugar manages our energy levels throughout the day. So if you can start your day, especially with a really balanced meal with high protein, a decent amount of fat, because fat helps buffer that blood sugar response. Fiber helps buffer that blood sugar response. And you can have some carbs with it too. But if you can start your day with a high protein, high fat, high fiber meal, not necessarily high fat, but like a decent amount of fat. If you can start your day with a meal like that, your blood sugar is going to be really steady. It might just go up a little bit. It's going to come back down a little bit. And that is going to set your energy and your cravings up for the day. And so blood sugar is very important when you're on a health journey, when you're on a weight loss journey, because if you are spiking your blood sugar multiple times a day, you're going to be craving sugary things. It's going to be very hard for you to stay away from sugary, chocolate, muffins, cookies, all the things, especially this time of year, right? So you want to try to keep that blood sugar balanced as much as you can throughout the day, making sure that all of your meals have a healthy amount of protein, a very good amount of fiber, a healthy amount of fat, and a healthy amount of carbs. A couple ways that you can help manage your blood sugar is by walking after meals. Even walking for 5 minutes after a meal can help blunt your blood sugar response. Another thing is by eating the protein and the fat first. So for example, if you go to a restaurant and you order eggs and you order bacon and you order toast, eat the eggs and the bacon first and then eat the toast. Whereas if you eat the toast first, it's going to spike your blood sugar because it's those naked carbs and you don't have the protein and the fat from the eggs and the bacon yet to blunt that response. So the order you eat your food actually can matter. So if you can eat your fiber, your protein, your fat first and your carbs last, that can help a lot. Pairing things like nut butter with a banana, so that's a fat and has fiber in it as well, is going to help blunt the blood sugar response to the banana as opposed to eating just a banana by itself. So blood sugar is huge, and that is something that I work really, really hard during my 6-week round to make sure that you are eating meals that will help you with balanced blood sugar. That's why my meal guides have protein, fat, fiber in them to help blunt that blood sugar response so that your blood sugar can stay stable all day, so that you can have as much energy as possible for you, so that you can have not have those blood sugar spikes, so that you can help conquer those cravings that you have. And that's so, so important. So blood sugar is that. Now, the other thing I want to talk about is inflammation. In my program, we really, really coach whole food nutrition, which means it came from the ground or it has a mother, okay? That is whole foods. Came from the ground, has a mother. So fruits, vegetables, has a mother means meat, fish. Obviously, you get the gist, right? So we are trying to limit processed foods. We are not cutting out processed foods for, completely. We are not saying this food is off limits. We are not telling you that like these foods are good, these foods are bad, these foods are off limits, these are restricted. It is not like that. We focus on an 80-20 lifestyle where we want 80% of the nutrients you're getting on a daily basis to come from whole foods. I teach you all about whole foods. I give you lists of whole foods in my program. My recipes, the meal guides are going to be full of whole foods. You're going to have grocery lists, which you already got. A small pantry guide, kitchen guide that I gave you at the beginning of this challenge. You get an even bigger bulk type grocery list in my 6-week group. You're going to get weekly grocery lists to go along with the meal guide, so you know what to shop for to make the meals each week. And when we focus on whole foods, we help fight inflammation. And so things that are inflammatory, there's inflammatory oils. Like if you look, let's see, I might have something. Let's see. What do I have in here that's inflammatory? Oh, I know. Cheez-Its. I don't normally buy these for my kids, y'all, but I had to bring snacks for church and I was running really late, so I ran into HEB and I got the box of like the individual Cheez-Its, which my kids think I'm like the coolest mom ever because they have Cheez-Its and they never do. But so inflammatory oils, for example, looking at the back of this, vegetable oil, high oleic, soybean, palm, and canola oil. Very, very inflammatory oils. So they cause inflammation in your body. And inflammation in your body is your body's response to something not going great. So like if you have a bad gut health, your body's going to be inflamed. If you have a gluten allergy, your body's going to show inflammation. Inflammation could be headaches. Inflammation could be stomach aches. Inflammation could be your skin freaking out and having lots of breakouts. Inflammation could be your joints hurting. There's so many ways that your body will show inflammation. And inflammatory oils is just one of the very many things that causes inflammation. Sugar, a lot of sugar, refined sugars. Like if you're eating a lot of Christmas cookies these days, that's going to cause inflammation in your body. That's going to spike your blood sugar. That's going to cause your blood sugar to go on a roller coaster. So all of those things make your weight loss and your health journey harder. So I am going to teach you a lot about how to keep inflammation low in your body, how to swap things in your diet to keep inflammation lower. I'm going to teach you, let's see, like, for example, the type of chips and crackers that you maybe should buy that will help with inflammation. For example, these are my favorite barbecue chips. They are, Siete is the brand, and these are made with avocado oil, which is a low inflammatory, no inflation oil to cook with and to use in your food. Now, why do companies use vegetable oil? Because it's cheap. That's why they use it. And they're like, I can make this in huge bulk. I can make my profit margin really, really big so that I can make as much money as possible on people buying this. And so I'm going to use the cheapest oil possible, even if it makes the people that buy this sick. And that is our world that we live in. Okay. So there are inflammatory oils like that. And peanut butter, everything you eat. So I teach you how to read labels to make better swaps, healthier swaps. And this is not about being perfect. I'm here to tell you that I for sure eat things that have inflammation in them sometimes, right? Like I'm not perfect. But over the last 3 years, since I've made this huge lifestyle change, I have made so many improvements, which in turn has helped my overall health, has helped my energy, has helped me reach my goals with weight loss and with, my workouts, has made me a better mom. It makes my children see that the food we eat in our house, they have better habits because of it. It is a domino effect. So that is my whole spiel on blood sugar, on inflammation, on fiber. And we dive really, really deep into this in my 6-week round, and you get a easy to follow, simple, step-by-step plan over the 6 weeks. And right now we're working even harder to simplify it even more, to revamp. One thing, is that, I